Okay, I'm going to see how well this works. The computer might be a little taxed in order to do this, but what I'm trying to do is we're going to try and make that top exercise in Autodesk. And I'm going to make this video for some of my students in engineering just to kind of get you started on how to get this process started. Now, the only thing that's a little complicated in this is it's going to be hard to see where my mouse is, so I'll try and walk you through it and explain each step. But we're going to use this as a reference, okay? So the first thing we want to do is we want to create this in its most natural position. So if you take a look at, let's see if it shows up on there. Yeah, okay, my mouse does show up, so we're good. Right here, we want to create this piece in the XZ plane. I want to make sure that's right. I'll show you which plane I mean. It's either XZ or YZ, but it's going to be in the flat plane because this is the top view of the project right here, and this is the side view. So a lot of our edits are going to be done from that view, and whenever you're creating these objects, you kind of want to think about that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And the first piece that I see that's really important is this circular piece. So I'm going to draw a circle that has a diameter of 80. So that's what it's trying to tell me here. So when I go over here to Autodesk, that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to go to Start New Sketch, and I need it in the XZ plane. Yeah, so it's down there. So we're going to create that circle object, and we're going to do 80. So that's 80 inches, and that's what our object looks like right now. And the next thing we've got to do is extrude that into the third dimension. So if you take a look here, it tells me that it has a thickness of 5. So it might be a little difficult to see, but I need to extrude that out 5 inches. So what I'm going to do is go to 3D Model, Extrude. I'm going to select this object. So if it zooms in like this, it tends to do that. Don't worry about that. Just click this box here, and it should show you the entire object, and we're going to extrude it downward. And we're going to extrude it downward a thickness of 5. Okay, so that's going to give us that shape that we need. Okay, so that's done. So let's take a look at that drafting software, that drafting piece. So the next thing that we want to do is, it's kind of up to you what you want to do. I want to actually cut this piece away, this rectangular kind of piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw lines from here to there, to there, to there, to there on the object, and I'm going to do it like it says to here. Actually, it'd probably be easier. Yeah, okay, so this piece is centered. So I'm actually going to cut this circle out and then extrude what's left away. Yeah, so there's a circle piece cut out here. And choosing your direction, it's kind of up to you on how you want to do that. You might find a better way. I'm just trying to get the job done. So kind of give you a good basis of how to do this. So I'm going to draw a circle. I'm going to go ahead and sketch circle, and I want it dead center. That way, whenever I cut away, it's going to be easy to see what that is going to do. And let's just see how much is actually cut away. Some holes there. It says it's 28 inches. Each hole is 10 inches. So it looks like half of 28 is this distance, maybe a little more. How are we going to do this? This piece here. That's what I got to figure out. Because it doesn't dimension that piece. That's the issue here. It does tell me that the distance from here to here is 28 inches, but that thickness may be more than what I'm thinking. Anyway, there's some distance cut into this piece. So I'm going to kind of ballpark it. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but it's kind of difficult to see. I might just do half. I'll see how 1428 is. See what 28 looks like. So I made a circle of 28 from that centerpiece. I want to see if that actually will do it. It's telling me that from the, oh, okay, here we go. So the entire object is 80 inches long. So let's see, 80 minus 28. Give me this distance. So it's going to be 20, yeah, 12 roughly. Yeah, 28 plus 12 is 40. So this distance is 12. I know this distance is 5, so 12 plus 5. So 28 minus 5 is this distance. Anyway, we'll see how this does. Sorry, I was looking at this. I shouldn't have explained that. So maybe I should just extrude this outward. Stop flapping my gums here. So I'm going to extrude in, and what it's understanding is that it wants to cut away. So there, I've got a nice little donut there. And so what I want to do is draw lines from here to here. So I'm going to do some more extrusions. Let's do some more sketching on this object. I need a line from the top of that circle all the way to here. You have to intersect that piece. Yeah. And there we go. And do from there to there. And so let's see if it can understand what I want here. It's not distinguishing it, so let's see if I can get it to understand what I want. So I'm going to draw that circle in and that circle in. And so hopefully it will understand that I want to cut away just this piece now. No, it does not. So let's delete that line. Oh, okay, so you can right-click on things and delete them. That's nice to know. So, sketch, 3D sketch. I lost my place. There it is. So now that's intersecting that. And then maybe now I can extrude it. Okay, now it's recognizing that piece, and I can kind of extrude it away. And that gives me that nice little C shape that we were seeing there. Now the question is, the thing that I'm struggling to see, and maybe you can see it better than I can, because I'm kind of doing this on the fly, is right here, this distance, I'm not sure what that is. So I just assumed that it was half of 28, just to be safe. Did a radius of 28, a diameter of 28 here, so 14 in every direction. And then I've got these 3 little circles that I've got to do. So I know that they're 28 from the center, so that's going to be easy to do. So now all I've got to do is go back to AutoDesk and start to draw and dimension those circles. Okay, so I'm going to do a new sketch on this face, and it's going to tell me, okay, here's your grid. So I've got to do a circle, do it here. I'm going to do a radius of 10. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dimension the center of the circle to right here. Just like it's telling me this distance has to be 28. And then I'm just going to do the same thing for each one of these. So 10, actually undo that. 10. Dimension from the center. From the center to there. Better be 28. And then another one. 10. 28. And I'm going to finish that sketch. And now that I've done that, I can extrude. And I wonder if I can extrude more than one object. Yes, that's really, really nice, actually. So I can extrude those objects away, and we have a replica of that. So what's really nice about drafting is that if this person manufactured this piece and they really wanted us to replicate it, we can do that. As long as we have the dimensions of the object, we can precisely make the exact same object. And since Autodesk is actually can be connected straight to 3D printers, we could actually just reproduce what they've made here. So I think I'm going to do a few more tutorials like this, but this is a pretty good, just bare basics. I probably messed up on this. If you see what I missed, just let me know. I'm not perfect, but it's really a great program to use for our school. So I really hope that helps. And let me know if you'd like me to do more videos like this. So, all right, take it easy.